Bang bang MMA gang. Now today's video, let's just get straight to it. Israel Adesanya in. Dricus Du Plessis in. Now, UFC 305 is confirmed Izzy versus Dricus Du Plessis. Now, the term infinite title shots was coined by yours truly, MMA gang. And it's for guys like this absolute snooze fest of a fighter, Israel Adesanya, getting absolute infinite title shots, not working for them. And we're tired of it as MMA fans. Now, he's a star, right? He's this African king. Now, I love the fact that he's standing for who he is and all that other stuff, but let's be fucking honest. The reason this guy became a star is because he was fun to fucking watch. He had a striking style that was really, not different, but we liked Israel Adesanya coming up. But this guy, the guy that's going to decisions with Jared Cannonier, the snooze fest, we don't fuck with this guy. He got a fluke knockout versus Alex Pereira. Sean Strickland just fucking beat him, and he's getting a title shot. Infinite title shots should not be a thing unless you're even Conor McGregor. You think Conor's coming back to a title shot? It doesn't fucking make sense, especially if you're coming out off a loss. If you lose a fight 48-47 in a split decision, you got me. But if you lose a fight 50-45 while getting fucking knocked down by Sean Strickland, you don't deserve another title shot. You have to earn it. Everybody earns it, and it's not fucking fair. Now, as a fan, you might say, well, you can keep coping. You can do whatever you want. I don't give a flying fuck. The UFC and Dana White is trying to sell the point that Dricus and Adesanya hate each other. There's beef, and it's going to sell. Now, as fans, we have to understand this shit ain't about fighting no more. It's about who can sell the most tickets. Now, Adesanya sells a lot of tickets. He's a big star because of who he once was, not because of who he is now. He's a boring snooze fest sleeper head of a fighter, and we are tired of it. Now, when it comes to Dricus, on the other hand, Dricus, I don't want to call it a robbery, but he definitely lost the fight to Sean Strickland. I get it. If I'm Dricus, I want Israel Adesanya. You beat Adesanya, that means you beat Sean Strickland. You beat Adesanya. You beat Robert Whittaker. You beat Robert Whittaker. I like saying it like the Brazilians, but you beat Robert Whittaker. You're on you beat Darren Till. Brunson. You're on a fast track to low key GOAT status of the division. You're on a fast track to that, so I get his point. But Adesanya, I don't get it. Now let's quickly go through it. Israel Adesanya is 3-4 in his last 7. He's 1-2 in his last 3. If you take a deep dive into Adesanya's career, he loses to Yoel Romero. Call it a boring fight. It's one of the biggest boring fights ever. I don't care. But he loses to Yoel Romero. I don't care. The whole world knows it. Beats Paulo Costa. Whoop-de-doo. Excuse me. You start going through his thing like that. Marvin Vettori had his back. If he had that body triangle. There's a lot of snooze fest with Jared Cannonier. We're going to decision with Jared Cannonier. We're calf kicking from distance. We're throwing one teep kick around. Calf kicking. What are we doing? You lose to Robert Whittaker. I don't care. You lost to Robert Whittaker. The whole world knows it. You get flatlined by Alex Pereira. You KO him in the most fluke manner I've ever seen. Alex got a little bit too antsy, like people would say. And you lose 50-45 to Sean Strickland. And now you want me to say, you know what? You got me. Israel Adesanya deserves the title shot. No, he doesn't. We're tired of it. Dana White, you're not going to keep getting away with this. We're going to let it slide because there's beef there. But outside of that, you're not going to keep getting away with this. And that is that. Moving on. Ikram Aliskerov versus Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker versus Ikram Aliskerov. Now, this fight, I want to quickly touch on it. Pause. Robert Whittaker better be taking this fucking Dagestani privileged kid seriously because, Robert Whittaker came out and said, I don't know who this kid is. Boy, you better learn fast. This kid is good. He has knockout power. He'll throw a flying knee here and there. But outside of that, what are we supposed to be scared of? Like, if you do your research, wow, he stuffed a couple takedowns from Hamzat Chimaev. Woo! He gets flatlined. Oh my God, he beats Phil Haas. He's out the UFC. Oh my God, he got the flying knee. He finished Worley Alves. He fucking sucks. He absolutely sucks. Like, we get to the point where we're hyping up guys that are 2-0 in the UFC that are living off of Dagestan. Like, we get it. You have 2 finishes, 1 fight of the night bonus, but it's against 2 absolute tomato cans. Now, when you take a jump from that to a 5-rounder versus Robert Whittaker, like, there's a big difference. And I want to shout out Robert Whittaker. He gains nothing from this. Absolutely fuck off. Nothing. Fuck all shit. Gains nothing from this fight. You beat Ikram Aliskerov in spectacular fashion. The UFC still won't give you a title shot. Even though you beat Paulo Costa, even though you just beat Ikram Aliskerov, the UFC doesn't want to give you a title shot simply because you lost to both Dricus and Adesanya. You lost to Adesanya twice and you lost to Dricus. So they're doing everything they can. You even see Dana White saying, telling Ikram Aliskerov, you win this, your money's going to change, your life is going to change. They obviously want Robert Whittaker to lose, so everybody can see it. It's as bright as day. They want Ikram Aliskerov to come in here and knock him out and call for just 1 fight ago. 1 fight ago, Ikram Aliskerov is calling, hey, Bonako, hey, let's go Dagestan versus American Wrestling, hey, Bonako. And then now I promise you, he beats Robert Whittaker. He's calling for a title shot. And if I say Dagestan anything, I'm a bad guy. But let's not get into that stuff today. It is what it is at this point. Robert Whittaker, shout out to you. You gained nothing from this fight. You gained nothing. You flatline him. Everybody's going to say he's 2-0 in the UFC. Whoop-de-doo, that's what you're supposed to do. He flatlines you. He's on a speed boost to the title shot. And it's bullshit. I get it. But that's just the way the UFC is. Robert Whittaker time is here. Bobby Knuckles time is here. And we're not going for it. And that is that. What the hell is that person beeping at me for? Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend that the MMA gang is in. And that is that.